as you very well know, in our flight projects, we spend a lot of time in formal risk management and risk mitigation through probabilistic risk assessments and risk matrices in every meeting. The question is, when it comes to technology programs, to what extent should we engage ourselves in those formal practices? Are they over-constraining? Practices like probabilistic risk assessment and looking at risk matrices and trying to mitigate risk, or is it applicable and useful?
Yeah, well, so I think it depends a little bit on your definition of technology development and what type of technology development activity we're talking about, right? And unfortunately, technology development can span a wide range of things, running all the way from a couple $100K for some systems study up to several $100 million for an in-space demonstration of a new technology, basically a flight project of its own, right? So as you approach that end of the spectrum where we're talking about flight projects, then certainly the same kind of techniques that we use in our robotic missions and in our human spaceflight missions to assess risk posture, like probabilistic risk assessment, should be used. But if we're talking about someone has an innovative idea and they're just getting started on that idea and they need to do like a technology assessment or do a systems analysis to kind of mature that thought from just the raw thought itself to basically to an AIAA paper, if you will, or a journal article where they can explain their thought in more detail to more people, well then for something like that, I really wouldn't expect that level of analysis. In this new office, in the Office of the Chief Technologist and in the new Space Technology Program, I should point out there are technology programs that span that whole range that I just mentioned, all the way from small-scale awards for new innovative concepts, all the way up to flight projects. And we are scaling the requirements for insight and oversight, for risk assessment and insight and oversight, proportional to where you are on that spectrum.
Yeah, I would say that just to follow on to that just a little bit, not just technology and your risk management process, but your development cycle for any spaceflight hardware. At what point do you apply the rigor in the process to the right degree? And I think that's what you're pulling on, right? Is there's a continuum, and to apply, everybody picks on poor 7120.5, but 7120.5 to everything that we do is not the right implementation, and the document doesn't even require that. So it's understanding what it is we're actually trying to accomplish and applying the right level of process, whether it's risk management process or whether it's a set of technical standards, whatever the right level of process is at that phase of the development, right? So in your early on laboratory work, you're going to have a looser framework to work in, freer and more innovative environment. And as you move into pre-phase A and phase B, until you get to when you bring contracts on, I guess, you have to tighten up exactly what your expectations are in terms of requirements and standards that you're going to levy on the contractor, and then you go from there. And when you get into operational flight programs, the mindset changes again to the point where you have a different set of things that you're looking at. You're trying to investigate sustaining engineering problems and things. So that there's a different level of kind of risk tolerance for flight programs too, where you're trying to fly with that risk and understand that risk so that you can continue to fly. So I think that should be across the board and not just confined to technology. I think we ought to think about that continuum in all of our processes within the agency.
That's a good point.